Mad March has arrived, right? The subplots in the first round of this year's tournament, the 2024 tournament, are plentiful. There are 13, well, let's say there are a bunch of +3, -3 matchups in this first round. More than I can ever remember. There are 13 of the remaining 34 games have a +3, -3 handicap. Some of those will fall out of that between now and Thursday morning. But that's what makes exciting tournaments. It makes exciting first round Thursday and Friday games, right? You want to stick around and listen to my take and information about tonight's feature, or this feature broadcast game preview, Montana State versus Grambling State. This isn't just my opinion, but the opinion and the comments I received from some respected big dance veterans, pundits of many a big dance war. Now, information from insiders, right? The Grambling State 20-14 Tigers, Montana State 17-17 Bobcats for the 16th seed, the play-in, to earn that 16th seed in the Midwest region. Tip-off scheduled 6:40 p.m. Eastern Time on True TV. That would be 3:40 p.m. real-time Vegas time. So before diving into this really into the meat of this tonight's first four event from Dayton, the Wager Talk Media troop here in the studios asked or requested that I ask you, hit that subscribe button that's blinking on your screen. You'll spend less than 1 minute, offering the media group information that allows them to send you updated programming schedules, any changes to scheduling, announcements that pertain to your wishes, your whims, your desires of what you want to watch and who you would like updates on, be it a favorite program host, your favorite gaming consultant maybe, and more. Make your Wager Talk TV experience the best it can be by hitting that subscribe button. I assure you this, you'll be glad you did. We'll be glad that you did. The who and what of the master plan for tonight's matchup, the aforementioned matchup, Grambling State, Montana State. Grambling won the SWAC tournament, punching the program's ticket for the first time ever. Let's just say Grambling got their first step of being big dance relevant out of the way, getting there the first time. They defeated Texas Southern 76-66. Impressive championship win. Now, Grambling, they covered all three games they played. They won. Obviously, they won all three games they played because they won the tournament. They were 9-1, straight up, across their last 10 games. The only loss coming in overtime to Alabama State, March the 9th. Now, Montana State, they won the Sky Tournament. They did so as the number 5 seed, defeating Weber State, Sacramento State, in-state rival Montana for the automatic bid. Now, the Bobcats are playing in their third straight tournament, so nothing new for them. They're 5-1 against the number, their last 6 games. And at the time of this game preview, Grambling was 3.5-point neutral court underdogs, plus 145 on the money line. Backers of Montana State required to lay 3 in the hook, minus 175 on the money line. That's game total, 134.5, 135, depending on your shop, your store. So the raw meat, that raw dog meat of tonight's game is as follows. Grambling, they took the first step, as I mentioned, the big dance prerequisite, getting to Dayton, getting to their game, getting to the tournament for the first time. The bottom line is the buck stops with Montana State Bobcats tonight. The more capable team, more capable offense, led by an undersized guard with a huge story. The Bobcats are better from the 3 line, better at the stripe, more experienced, as I mentioned, with key pieces of this year's team having been a part of the last 3 Bobcats teams. The smallest guard I mentioned, the spark plug for the Bobcats tonight, Montana State's Robert Ford III. I don't have time to preview, in this preview at least, to tell you all about Ford III, but he's got a good story. Listen, watch the game tonight, follow it up, Google Robert Ford III, Montana State, and glance at his history. I think you'll enjoy it. So, last year's Montana State team lost to Marquise Noel and the Little Apple Wildcats, Kansas State. If you remember, Kansas State made that run to the Elite 8 behind that 5'6" Marquise Noel. The Kimball Walker story, over a decade ago with UConn. Small guard wizardry. Steph Curry, 2008 with Davidson. That was the 2008 tournament was won by Kansas, who was led by a small guard, Mario Chalmers, 6'1", who just happened to play with Miami, and has an NBA title ring on his finger. The list gets longer, at least for one game, Ford III tonight. So Grambling State, a 3-minute scoring drought from losing by 20 tonight. The Tigers are offensively challenged. They're not that much better defensively. Grambling is outside the Ken Palms 300 in adjusted offensive efficiency. So why? Why am I so confident, first off, in a 17-17 team that's playing in the field of 64 for a 16th seed? I'm not that confident in the Bobcats, not past tonight. Tonight, they get a big win. Big win by margin over the Tigers. They're just an average Division I squad, Montana State, but they play in a tough game, a tough conference, and they're just a tough team. I like the small guard. I like their experience. And Grambling didn't do enough this year, despite their tough schedule where they played the Colorado, the Washington States, the Floridas, Iowa States, the Daytons. They lost to Drake by 12, which is a tournament team. All those I just mentioned, all tournament teams. Grambling played them. Lost all those games by 18 points or more. Tonight, Montana State minus a number. That's my opinion and several others I really respect. Thank you so much for dropping by the studios. Come back by tomorrow. We'll talk more basketball.